All praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Ba'asham Rakakodash. Kalalalem La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Ba'asham Rakakodash. Yahweh is the true name for the Almighty, and Yahushai is the true name for the Son of the Almighty. Double honors to our apostles of James, giving me stone salutations to you, Akim, pushing this truth in our sincerity. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, West Indians, are the real Israelites. We are the people of the Most High. We are the chosen people of the Most High. But the Most High is having mercy on a remnant to be delivered in these last days, and the rest will perish on this side. Now the topic at hand is many Jamaicans grappling with food insecurities. You know what I mean? Them can't afford a proper meal. Alright, inability to afford a healthy diet. Alright, and go back to the curses, man. You know, for us, you know, being on the low. And that's how people don't consider or have any regard why they're in the predicament that they're in at this moment. You know what I mean? From then until this very day. You know, why slavery happened. You know, people don't consider. You know, people don't try to know who the maker is. You know, instead of calling him, trying to call him or trying to refer to him with these titles. You know, they don't know God. They don't know who the Most High is. You know, the scripture say what? The ox know it is owner, and the ass is master's script. But Israel does not know. My people does not consider, and that's what the biggest downfall of our people, which they don't consider the Most High, the laws of the Most High, and why they're in the predicament that they're in. A new report has revealed that 55.1% of Jamaica's population experienced moderate or severe food insecurity in the period of 2021 to 2023. Alright, let me just read a little more and then we get some precepts. The report said this places Jamaica among the Caribbean countries with high food insecurity prevalence. The finding was published Monday in the Regional Overview of Food Security and Nutrition released by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization in collaboration with. But anyways, the FAO said food insecurity refers to restricted access to food for individuals or households due to limitations of money or other resources. Consequently, it is defined as a lack of continued access to food, which decreases the quality of the diet, disrupt the normal eating habit, and can have negative consequences for nutrition, health, and well-being. And let me read a precept first before we get this, before we elaborate any further. Now, this is Haggai 1 and I start at 5, Haggai 1 and 5. I start at 4. It is time for you, O ye, to dwell in your seal houses, and this house lying waste. Now therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much, but bring in little. So that's the regular habit of most Jake, working hard, but what them work for, them can't see it. Them can't see the much with them actually, with the labor with them put in, them can't see the reward, the real reward. Them get paid little to nothing. He eat, but he have not enough, because what them earn can't buy enough food, and that's why. And whatever them buy as food ain't nutritious enough, because one of the popular common staple or common food for Jamaica for consume, and for most Jamaicans, the lower class, poor class, whatever, to consume is what? Rice and chicken. White rice and peas and chicken right throughout the day. Every restaurant that you go to in Jamaica, you know what I mean, their lunch is rice and chicken. You know what I mean? Every restaurant you go to, you can barely find a restaurant unless you go to a Ital restaurant, like a Rasta restaurant. But most Jamaicans don't eat that way. Most people, which are predominantly where the tribe of Benjamin, them eat food when it's too healthy for them, man. Them when they do buy food, the rice, the flour, the chicken, a lot of them barely consume vegetables and all. So you find out, say, with poor diet come a lot of sickness and all of that, man. So the money is in, and for one part, not enough for most of them to actually afford to eat proper. And the knowledge of eating proper for our people is not there. Them don't have the knowledge. A lot of them don't have the knowledge of how to eat, the understanding of what diet is and how to eat, because a lot of them still eating pork, I'm still eating shell food. You know what I mean? So, it's like Jake, it's the curses, man. It's the curses. When they lost the knowledge of how to go about to do things, or people neglect the herbs, them neglect certain things were healthy and good for them. See? So you have so much, but bring in what little. You eat, but have not enough. You drink, but you are not filled with drink. He clothed you, but there is none warm. And either earn it wages to put into a bag with holes. As you get the money, you know where it go. Alright, and that's why I like to them what as the article says, they are grappling, with food insecurities, inability to afford healthy diet. See? And then the leaders have a role to play. See? This is Isaiah, my start at 13, Isaiah 3 verse 13. The Lord standeth up to plead, and standeth to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people, alright, and with the princes thereof, the leaders. For ye have eaten up the vineyard and spoiled the poor in your houses. And part of Jake's inability to afford healthy diet, or afford, part of it is, them being paid little to nothing after them hard work, and being treated treated less. Them not being paid properly. From government to private sector. The people them not get paid a wage where if it actually sustain. A lot of people when them get them wage, you call minimum wage, it can barely reach to the next payday. If it do reach to the next payday, so you have some people who borrow money just to go back to work. You have people who borrow money to buy food. A lot of these Jake men, houses are filled with higher purchase goods. With them in debtor. Majority of stuff in them houses are on higher purchase. See? So them in debt, them are pay bills, them are pay debt. They're surrounded by debt. Plus the low money where them are earn, and some of them have to try to hustle one different way, or a side hustle. So Jake can do what them need to do to survive. But that's surviving, man. That's not living, And when we really live, is when we go into the kingdom. And that's why the scripture says, consider your ways. Because this that we're going through now, the spirit, this is not living, man. This is no where if you know the next, sure of the next meal. Mr. Jake, them always depend on the hustle and the bustle. And when you do see them eat something, a fried dumpling, fried white flour dumpling, with gravy in a bag. If you go into the streets, and the streets are downtown, and you see enough of them when they eat, and you have some of them who eat them food, yeah, but they always eat and on the go, and you see a lot of them with fried white flour dumpling dipped in gravy, and buying patty and cocoa bread and all of them sodas, But anyhow, let me read that again. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people, and the princes thereof. For ye have eaten up the vineyard and spoiled the poor in your houses. And the spoil of the poor is in your houses. So when a lot of when people work, they are heavily taxed, they're short paid, and they're heavily taxed. Alright, so what meaning that he beat my people to pieces and grind the faces of the poor, said the Lord of hosts. And you see Jake suffering, you can see it upon them, man. Them suffering. And the leaders have a part of that for play. The leaders have some blame to get. Even though they cursed upon all people, man. And because of the curses, the Most High have set up wicked leaders over us. So let me get one more on that. Is Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err. Both morally too, and the physical sense. Them lead no people astray, man. And them know that like the mass is ignorant, and them play on the ignorance of the populace. For the leaders of these people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. And that's why most of our people are destroyed, because their own leaders, as the scripture said, their own leaders pity them not. Their own shepherd pity them not. Your shepherd, or whosoever you call a leader, your politicians, your pastors, them not care about your well-being. Them care about them pocket. Them, whatever you earn, them want it. Them care about them pocket. And Jake not gonna realize, 2/3 not gonna realize, man, until it's too late, because them set that way. For the leaders of these people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. See? All right. So another aspect of this is that famine is coming, man. And famine will be as the scripture says, a scourges for amendment. Famine will be one of the correcting rod that the Most High will use on this earth, because the Most High is bringing famine upon the wicked. See? And even though Jake, they know them suffering, them tell them about the Most High, them not acknowledge him. 2 Ezra 6:22. And suddenly shall the stone places appear and soon, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And this is going to affect all levels of people, whether you classify yourself as upper class and lower class, middle class, whatever. They're going to be one class in the last days. Everybody going to come down low, one class. Yeah, everybody going to feel it, because the Most High is bringing famine upon all people, man, upon all the earth. 2 Ezra 16:17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. Famine is going to bring great death. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, the powers, the rulers, all right, are going to stand in fear, because as I say, it are going to affect all levels of everybody. All right. So he said, beginning of evils, and what shall I do when these evils shall come? So Ezra was shown this through the Spirit, what will happen in the last days, and he was concerned about how he might go escape. All right. And that's what we are concerned about now, our deliverance, because we know the judgment, the famine, the plagues, the pestilence. We know all of that are come. We're just concerned about, how we're going to get delivered from that. And we already know. Once Yahweh shall have mercy upon his elect men, the ones that are doing the work, his servants, they're going to get delivered, they're going to get protected. Behold, famine and plague and tribulation. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. It's a whip for change. All right, for you to fix your ways, amend your ways, for those who have ears to hear. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap on earth. So now you can afford victuals, you can afford food. All right, so because you can do that, the scripture says what? They shall think themselves to be in what? Good case. Everything good, because them can eat. Yeah, and a lot of things that them eat is not nutritional, man. See? But yet still them just want to know them get a belly full. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, famine, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape of the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Civil unrest. All right, the city is going to be burnt by people. All right, that are that have their hope lost, because they have their hope tied up in this society. All right, and the scripture tell you and warn you about that. That if you, you love this world, the fashion of this world are gonna pass away, and the lust of it. All right. So we can end it right there, man. Hope this lesson was edifying to the hope for the leg. Without say shalom. Until next one.